Hello, I'm Diana Belchase, and I am absolutely thrilled to have here with me Harlan Coben. So I'm sure all of you know who he is, but for the one person in a million who doesn't, this man has over 15 million books in print, 24 amazing books, and this year he is up for an Agatha for his young adult book. So my first question, the name of the young adult books and the name of the series.
The series is the Mickey Bolitar series, and Mickey is my adult character, Myron Bolitar's nephew. He was 15 or 16 years old, and the first was Shelter, and the second is Seconds Away.
So why the shift from adult fiction to young adult fiction?
Well, there's 3 or 4 reasons. One was I have 4 kids of my own, 19, 16, 14, and 12. And so I wanted to write something that they could read. 2 was I wanted to conquer a new world. I just wanted to try it. And 3, when I realized Myron in one of my adult books met his nephew Mickey, who we didn't know was around, I realized the kid had more stories to tell. And so for that, and the last reason was, which maybe is the most important, is I'd seen a lot of really great young adult novels with vampires, or wizards, or dystopia, but I hadn't seen one do what kind we do, the crime novel, the thriller, the turn the pages up all night kind of a thing. So I want to try to do that for the kids.
Well, I think it's absolutely a wonderful idea, getting a whole new set of kids.
Yes, younger fans too.
Absolutely. I'm sure your agent isn't upset about it either. But you have such an amazing way of getting into the head of your characters. I remember in Caught, the way you described your protagonist, and we knew without a doubt that this man was the kind of guy that you would want to have as a brother, as a friend, that you would invite into your house and take care of your kids. And then you spin it and spin it and spin it until we're not sure. Right. Did he do this horrible thing or didn't he do this horrible thing? And to the point when you get at the end of that first chapter, your heart is on the floor because you're so upset that he could possibly even be accused of this crime. How do you do this?
Well, I love plot. When people ask character or plot, which obviously they're both equally important, it's a chicken egg question, I usually start with a plot. So I try to come up with a scenario and then just figure out who is going to be the person. The person has to be real. It doesn't have to be likable or even nice, though they may be, but they have to be real. You have to feel as though there's somebody that you can care about, that you sat next to. I also like the character to be that guy that you want to sit next to in a bar. That you want to hang out with a little bit. Not necessarily love, but interesting, never going to bore you. And you kind of create that through a lot of inner dialogue, a lot of dialogue with other people, and you just kind of keep shaping it until it starts working.
Well, you've had so much success, both as an artist in the form of writing, but also professionally.
Thanks.
What advice would you give to a new writer out there?
Well, the number one advice, which sounds so cliche, is just to write. I can't tell you how many people, and writing is writing. I don't mean creating ideas, creating characters, doing research, hanging out on Twitter, going to Starbucks with your friends, going to writers groups, taking courses. None of that's writing. Only writing is writing. The only thing that I count as writing is a blank piece of paper, a blank screen, and words being put on. So the most important thing is to forget that other excess. Don't worry about your Amazon ranking or if it's going to be an ebook. Write the best book you can, concentrate solely on that.
Very good advice. And I think a lot of us need to get off of Twitter and Facebook and really put our butts in the chair.
Tremendous waste of time. They really are.
It is. But what's the one thing that your readers should know that no one knows about Harlan Coben?
What's one thing my readers should know? Well, I have a tattoo, but I'm not going to show it to you.
Oh, please.
I try to, the other thing I always say is, I quote Elmore Leonard, who says, I try to cut out all the parts you normally skip, which is the greatest writing advice in the world. So I write like that. I write as though every page, every paragraph, every sentence, every word, is this compelling? Is this gripping? Is this moving the story forward? I want to keep you up all night. I want you to curse me in the morning. And that's really my job. And if I can concentrate on those sort of things, you'll be better off.
Well, you've done it.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
It's your success at that,
Thank
too. So what's next?
Well, 6 Years just came out. I'm working actually on a Myron Bolitar TV series as well. And it's just the next book. You know, I finished one book, I start another. It's really a pretty simple life.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us. It's really wonderful that you sat down. I'm sure everybody out there is really happy to get to know you on video, too.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here. Thanks.
Well, I'm here with Harlan Coben. I'm Diana Belchase. Keep reading.